The trial that could topple one of the Premier League's giants has begun, and the consequences could change the game forever. Manchester City faces devastating charges that threaten its very existence in elite competitions. Want to know how this process could transform the future of football? Don't take your eyes off this story. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The trial involving Manchester City recently started and is generating huge anticipation in the football world. This case is of immense importance as it could bring significant changes to European football and impact the competitive structure of the leagues. The process has the potential to drastically alter how clubs are regulated and punished for financial and administrative breaches. Therefore, following this trial closely is crucial to understanding how future decisions may shape football's future. Manchester City is facing a total of 115 charges, including various infractions related to financial matters and compliance with league rules. These charges are complex and span a long period, making the process even more challenging. The sheer number of allegations against the club highlights the seriousness of the accusations and the scale of the case. Each charge is severe and could lead to heavy sanctions, with potentially lasting effects on the club and its operations. The implications of these charges are vast. The number and nature of the infractions could lead to punishments ranging from point deductions to relegation or even expulsion from the league. To understand the gravity of the situation, it's helpful to compare Manchester City's case to other similar incidents in the past. For instance, Everton faced a case with fewer claims and was penalized with a 15-point deduction. In contrast, the number of infractions in Manchester City's case is far greater, suggesting that the penalties could be much more severe. Furthermore, Nottingham Forest, another team that faced infractions, received a lighter penalty compared to Everton, which shows the variation in punishment severity between different cases. These comparisons help contextualize Manchester City's situation and assess what possible sanctions the club might face. The trial began 2 days ago and is expected to last around 10 weeks, with a conclusion anticipated by the end of November. However, the final verdict may not be announced until January or February 2025. This extended timeline means Manchester City will face a prolonged period of uncertainty, during which the club's situation could evolve unpredictably. The length of the process reflects the complexity of the charges and the need for a thorough analysis of the evidence. One of the most discussed scenarios is the possibility of Manchester City losing points, which could lead to the team being relegated to a lower division. However, rumors suggest that a more drastic sanction, such as direct expulsion from the Premier League, is also being considered. With 115 charges, of which 7 to 10 are extremely serious, direct expulsion cannot be ruled out. Should this happen, Manchester City would have to restart from the 4th division or a regional league, an unprecedented situation that would profoundly impact the club. The impact of such a severe sanction would be significant. Relegation would require a complete overhaul of the team and affect not only its on-field performance, but also the transfer market. Many key players, such as Haaland and Rodri, might seek new opportunities elsewhere, resulting in significant movement in the transfer market. Major European clubs would be eager to sign these stars, potentially sparking a wave of high-profile transfers and negotiations. Manchester City's lawyers are working to negotiate a solution that minimizes the immediate impact. The proposal is for point deductions to be gradual, over several seasons, to avoid automatic relegation. If the points deduction is staggered, Manchester City could still have a chance to qualify for European competitions like the Champions League or Europa League. This approach aims to allow for gradual recovery and avoid the club's immediate collapse. The possibility of a severe sanction also raises questions about the fairness and consistency of punishments. If we compare the treatment of Manchester City with other teams like Everton and Nottingham Forest, it's important to assess whether the penalties will be proportionate to the infractions committed. The difference in the severity of infractions and sanctions applied should be considered to ensure that the punishment is fair and just. The trial will continue until the end of November, but the final verdict won't be known until 2025. During this period, speculation about potential sanctions and their implications will continue to grow. Manchester City will face a period of uncertainty, and the club's situation could drastically change depending on the case's outcome. The lack of an option to appeal to KIS, the Court of Arbitration for Sport, limits the club's defense options and makes the trial's outcome even more critical. A severe sanction for Manchester City could have a significant impact on European football as a whole. If the club is relegated or faces severe penalties, it could correct some of the inflationary imbalances in the transfer market, which have been exacerbated by clubs like PSG and Manchester City. The possibility of relegation could make high-quality players available to other clubs, shifting the competitive balance across Europe. The final decision will have long-lasting repercussions and could redefine how clubs are regulated and punished. Additionally, the situation of manager Pep Guardiola is also an important issue. If Manchester City faces severe sanctions or is relegated, Guardiola may consider seeking new opportunities at other clubs. This adds another layer of complexity to the scenario, as the departure of such a renowned manager could significantly impact the club's structure and performance. In summary, the trial of Manchester City is a pivotal event for European football and could have profound and lasting consequences. The decisions made will have a significant impact on the balance of competitions and how clubs are regulated and punished. We will continue to monitor developments closely and provide detailed updates on the case's progress. Subscribe to our channel to ensure you don't miss any news and stay informed on all issues related to this crucial trial.